I think I got one or two more videos in me before my voice gives out. So let's do another from the mass stoichiometry homework. Yo, let's do 5A. All right, so you start with 45 grams of ethylene, C2H4. How many grams of CO2 will you produce? Well, first step, of course, balance the equation. Let's go. Two carbons and one carbon. So we got to put a 2 in front. Four hydrogens, two hydrogens. So we got to put a 2 in front. Two oxygens on this side, and over here we have one, two, three, four oxygens and one, two. That's a total of six oxygens. So we got to put a 3 in front here. Six oxygens total and six oxygens total. So this balanced equation is 1, 3, 2, 2. All right, let's get going now with the actual problem. Step 2. We have 45 grams of ethylene, which is completely useless for us for chemical calculations. We got to turn these grams of ethylene into moles of ethylene. And to get out of grams and into moles, we need to divide. Woo! All right, so we got to divide by the molar mass. That's C2H4. All right, so that's two carbons and four hydrogens. To the periodic table, carbon is 12.1, so two of those, 12.01 plus 12.01 plus four hydrogens. So plus 4 times 1.008. You can also just look it up. 28.05. Oh, yeah. 28.05. Okay, so 45 divided by 28.05. 45 divided by 28.05. We get 1.6 moles of ethylene. All right, so the next step is we got to take these moles of ethylene and figure out how many moles of CO2 we need. So we got to get out of these moles of ethylene. So 1.6 moles of ethylene, C2H4. We got to figure out how many moles of CO2 that is. All right. So we got to get out of ethylene, C2H4, and into carbon dioxide, CO2. And for that, we go looking at the balanced equation. The coefficient in front of the CO2 is 2. The coefficient in front of the ethylene is 1. So 2 in the CO2, 1 in front of the ethylene. So we are going to take 1.6 and multiply it by 2 over 1. This is just 1.6 times 2. And that's equal to 3.2. So we've got 3.2 moles of carbon dioxide produced. Now the last step is we have an answer in moles of carbon dioxide, but we want a real world amount. We want grams. So we got to take the 3.2 moles of CO2 and we got to convert it into grams of CO2. All right. So we got to get out of moles and into grams. And to do that, you multiply by the molar mass. So the molar mass of CO2, I'm going to go to the periodic table. I'm going to add a carbon, 12.01, plus two oxygens. So plus 16, 44.01. So there we go. To get from moles into grams, we multiply by the molar mass. So 3.2 times 44.01, and we get 140 grams of CO2. 140 grams of CO2. If you burn 45 grams of ethylene, you will produce 140 grams of carbon dioxide. All right, cool.